All right, let me do a trade breakdown of the trade I took today. I didn't manage this trade well, from my perspective. I didn't like the way I managed this trade, so I'm going to share this with you today. The way I did it is this is the school run. The school run have been providing good today, right? This is on the DAX. First things first, I marked out London session open as always at 9 o'clock and then pre-market open at 8 o'clock. I marked out the overnight range from the top of the Asia session high open and the bottom of the the low of the Asia session. Now, this is at 7 o'clock, right? So the max overnight range I want to mark out is until pre-market open, right? So this is the 7:30 range from the overnight range. So I waited for the first 15-minute candle to close, and what happened? It gave us like a huge spike to the upside. It was way too huge for me to enter on this position right here. The rule of thumb says that you should enter on the 15-minute candle close, but from my perspective, the stop losses that's created when the candle closes is way too big. So what I'm doing is I'm marking out the 50% mark. I'm marking out the equilibrium of the candle. I'm taking the body of the candle. I'm using the gam box, and I'm marking out the high and the low of the candle, right? And I'm waiting for it to reach the 50% mark. So in this scenario, this is what it did. The same thing happened yesterday, right? I waited for the market to continue down, touch the 50% mark, and this is what I entered. I entered this time not in a limit order, I entered manually, and I risked 0.5%. So it hit the 50% mark. I put my stop loss underneath this area, on the fair value gap area, because this might as well create a fair value gap, continue up, and react from this fair value gap and continue to the upside. Now, what I'm disappointed with, what I'm ashamed of in this trade, is that if you look at the risk reward for this trade on the first take profit area, it's a 2 to 3. 2 to 3 as well. That's good. That's enough, you know? And because, like, I noticed this in myself, I noticed the greed inside of me because I wanted more. I wanted it to continue up and take out this daily liquidity right here because it's a higher probability of it to continue to the high time frame liquidity. So it was a daily liquidity, or it was it a yeah, it was a 4-hour liquidity. That's a high time frame liquidity right there. So what did I do? I marked out the second take profit on this area right here. And my mind thought, you know what? It's 30 pips. It should continue to the upside because just the open on the 15 minutes is 47 pips. So it should continue to the upside. So I took my first take profit here, which I shouldn't have done. I shouldn't just taken the first or the full take profit on the first liquidity area right here and be happy with the 2 to 3. But I didn't. So I took my first take profit right here. I moved my stop loss to break even, and the position continued to the downside, and it gave me a bad reaction to the downside, and I was I was either getting taken out on a break even or just taking some profit along the way. So I just closed the entire position on what was it? On a 1 to 3, about a 1 to 3 right there. So I'm happy with my exit of this position, but I'm not happy with my take profit with this position. That's about it. Hope you learned something from this. Hope you got some perspective out of this. And if you haven't done it already, I'm planning to do a school live trading sessions. All right. If you haven't done it already, feel free to register your name on the waiting list so I can see how many people are interested. Feel free to write down your name and talk to you inside of the community. Take care.